Well, in my first video, hi, my name is Scott, and I want to thank you to my channel, Wolves Are Forever 38. I did talk about this, and unfortunately I did make a few errors. The manual that came with it is very lacking. Trust me, it does. It doesn't have any operations at all. So, based on this, let's make it simple. When you unpack it, the casters and everything are at the very bottom. It's not even connected. There is a drain hole on it, and that's when you plan to store it for winter. To be corrected, that's what you're supposed to actually do. And this here, let me turn it off. This runs your fan automatically. There's no on or off switch other than the fan that kicks the blades on. This is your oscillator. It says swing on it. And if you look quickly inside, you can see I'm not running any water in the house at the moment. Basically, right now I'm using a very large fan. We had paint. We didn't want it to get too much. But this is on low. And this is what it sounds like on high. And as you can tell, the Mrs. Dress is just slowly. You kick it in high. There you go. There's a shadow over there. And over here is the prime switch. They really don't tell you anything in other than Hessarie actually does a video on the priming. And they say you click this on, don't turn this on at all. Leave this off. Okay? Prime it for between 5 to 10 minutes to make sure the water is flowing all over the filters, the medium. After that's done, you leave it on, then you turn it on. And what happens is the hot air from either outside or within the house, and you make sure it's with a vented area, such as I used to have it in the back for the garage, pulling in hot air, and it blows cool throughout the entire house. As I told you in my first video, we only had a very small AC unit down here. This house we ended up purchasing didn't have central air and heat. It just has two window units. One's pushing downstairs and the other one's in the office. So we had to come up with something a little ingenious without cutting into the walls, which you had over here. We just freshly painted gray walls. We thought about putting a wall air conditioner, about 18,000 BTUs with a heater, but we don't plan to keep this house but about another 2 years tops, and then we're going to end up letting the new owners do whatever they want to do. They can put anything else in here. And then when we move out towards the lake and have our house built down there, we have something. I can have this in my shop. I actually bought this at Home Depot for $439, and apparently it's online until 5/30 of 2019 in my area. I don't know about everybody else's. The other one that's a smaller unit, they also sell. It's about $299 online. It's about 960 square foot. No casters though, but same principle. I can't tell you if it had, I believe it did have the oscillating fans, it did have the 3-speed, and it had the priming, but the only thing difference was, this is 1600, the other was 960, and it didn't have the casters. And I'm moving the fan around the house, so it runs around this. And right now, we're just thought I'd let you know exactly what it is. Like I said, this is your water fill. That's your water gauge. It's about 14 gallons. It runs about between 3 to 4 hours. Other than that, there's no it doesn't run anything special on it, and it will drain out of the water. And this does not have a safety on it at all. So if you're not monitoring this, it will burn up the motor. The pump motor will burn out. So you have to monitor it. Again, it's 3 to 4 hours run speed. Depends on how fast you're pushing it out, how much humidity you actually want to push, etc., etc. The garden hose situation on the side, I'll show you again. is all it hooks up. Basically, in true honesty, you're going to fill up 14 gallons of water pretty quick. And the only thing about that is, you're pushing too much water, which will cause it to leak. Understanding that's not what you're intending to do, but just FYI, you want to get it more than a trickle, but it's a guess until you see a standard flow that you're constant. And you may have to turn it off every so often and refill it back up while you take it outside. We'll use this also out the deck that we built out in the yard. But I wanted to say thank you. This is the operations. This is Shadow. That is Fluffy, part of the brew we have here. And this is what it is. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, thumbs ups. All right.